We started about 2.5 years ago in our local chapter. The American Red Cross has a great reputation for helping people, and we also know firsthand what they do in our own community. So
you recognize something in that logo seems to stick in your mind, and we have talked earlier in our retirement that someday we'd like to be able to help in this kind of way when we had the time.
Well, we had our plane reservations, we had our bags packed to go to sunny Mexico, and we were watching the coverage on TV of Sandy after it had happened, and we just looked at each other and we said, you know, how can we justify going and sitting in the sun in Mexico when we really can be out there helping people? Our director got us on the phone and she said, now you know, as soon as I push this button, you're going. Are you sure you want to go? And we said, yeah, push the button. So she did.
Yes.
We gave up our family vacation and our Thanksgiving because we wanted to go where we were trained to help. And we wanted to make some kind of a contribution, however small it might be, to help the people that we knew were suffering greatly in this disaster.
And the response that we got from the people was just a neat feeling that they identified the Red Cross as somebody that was really there because they volunteered to be there. The people that we met along the way to kind of get us ready was a neat kind of thing. We saw the confident staff along the way that really helped us a lot.
There were people in the motel, or hotels I should say, in New York City who had been placed there by FEMA, and we were interviewing them to see what their needs were, and a lot of them had been rescued, a lot of them by boat, with just the clothes they had on their backs, and they really didn't bring anything with them, and so they had need for food and need for clothing, and so we were, as caseworkers, assessing those needs and deciding how the Red Cross could help them.
We had this mother and her mother and the little 7-year-old girl that came in, and we were, of course, how are things going? And the little one just was just saying, I just want to go home.
She was crying. She was crying, and we asked her, why are you crying? What's wrong? And she said, I just want to go home. And that was so touching because she was too young to realize that she didn't have a home anymore. It was gone. Well, he's pretty good with young children, so he ran out to the lobby, got crayons and paper, and distracted her into making a drawing, which she would really enjoy.
And it was helpful to have over, a number of contacts with the same people, so they recognized us as not just somebody that was just going to be temporary, but somebody that was going to be around enough to check on them.
Besides the casework, we also got to go out into the field on Far Rockaway Beach and walk up these big high-rise buildings where there was no electricity in these 9, 10-story buildings. And the people had been there already a week in the darkness. And I mean, you could not see your hand in front of your face when you shut the front door.
Another thing is that we gathered together one day and put together comfort kits. And lots of people would help assemble these comfort kits, and we held the record of one day having over 20,000 comfort kits all put together and thrown into trucks to be able to be delivered out into the different areas.
And then we got to see those deliveries happen when we went to the Rockaways, and we were stationed near one of the emergency response vehicles, and we got to see people coming to get those comfort kits. So it was very rewarding. It made me really feel proud to be part of this organization, and made it worthwhile to give up our vacation. Oh, we did go again, and we would go again anytime. Somebody had donated, I guess it was Disney, donated some stuffed animals, some stuffed Mickeys, and we took her one of those.
Mickey Mouses.
And she tells us even now that she has that up on the shelf where she can see it all the time because it reminds her of the Red Cross coming to help her.
You betcha. Yeah.
So those kind of stories make it really worthwhile.
I would say that It is something that is going to be, you're going to be trained well for it, and that you're going to be able to meet the point of need that is really, really important at that time, because people, when they lose everything, then they're just completely without, where do we go from here? It's just a kind of a dark tunnel, and the Red Cross is kind of that light at the end of the tunnel.
And I would say get trained. Training is really important, and be willing to be very flexible because things change constantly when you're deployed, and also be patient. It takes time to really set things in motion to help people.
And you are circled by professional people that's going to be always watching and taking care of you, and they're always going to be complimenting you and letting you know that there is a real need, and we're happy to have you here.
Yeah, the Red Cross people that you meet on deployment or in your local chapter are just the greatest people, because first of all, you know, they're giving their time to help other people, so they're kind of automatically nice people.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of support there too.
It really is.